Well, here we are. This video has been in my mind for a while. It'll be a brief overview of who I am, what I do, what you can expect from me, and a few little bits, a few frequently asked questions. I'm extremely anxious to be making this. As I said, this has been a long time coming. This is going to be one take, first try. If you're seeing this at all. Um, if I cough or sneeze or yawn, it's all still in. Because that's the kind of vibe I'm going for this video. This is a general serious thing of introducing you to myself. So, I guess the first thing you start off with is a name. And a lot of you will know me by different names. Some of you remember me as Mockingjay from years ago. Most of you will probably know me as Jake, which is my name. Um, some of you will know me as Therapy, which is the brand I put forward. First question, where does the name Therapy come from? A few years ago, I discovered some issues with myself that needed some sort of therapy, some sort of explaining. And due to the world and how things work, I was put on a lengthy shortlist of the people who would receive this therapy. Around 6 months or so. Me being fairly impatient as I am, decided to start kind of working on it on my own. Um, I made my own therapy. I made video game therapy for myself. I surrounded myself in stories of different worlds where I could be different people. Um, so I didn't have to be the person that I am. And it helped. I created video game therapy, so I played games like Skyrim, like The Witcher, like Minecraft, where you can get ingrained in a different world that is of your making, and is when I found Dungeons and Dragons, which I'll speak of a little bit later. And so I kind of realized that I was the therapy that I needed for a while at least. So that's where the name comes from. Um, the next thing some of you are probably wondering is what do I do? At the moment, I'm an API developer consultant at a consultancy company, so I deal in IT, which is why I'm kind of a bit techie and analytical. Um, Being a consultant, that means I have the possibility of a global flexibility. So at some point I may be moving away for different jobs and such, and I will be moving from company to company. Of course, I cannot disclose which company I work for, NDAs and such. But yes, that is the job that I am currently doing. Um, my kind of online job, because spoiler alert, I work a lot. Um, I would like to call myself the general manager or admin for a group kind of called The Boys, which may be changing soon. Um, I moderate numerous streams. I run my own Call of Duty Warzone tournaments. I have various other side projects, upcoming projects, which you will hear about later. Um, I'm generally here, there, and everywhere in the community that I've made. I'm the admin on Discord. As I said, I moderate up to 4 or 5 streams, sometimes at once. Um, and yeah, you can find me really anywhere. In the community, I'm normally lurking somewhere. Things I do outside of video games. As I said, I play Dungeons and Dragons. It's a tabletop role-playing game, in which sometimes I run the games and create these stories and weave fantastic tales of fate. Um, I do some voice acting on the side, um, very very small web pieces, and my Dungeons and Dragons games there is an element of voice acting involved. While lockdown wasn't a thing, I used to play a bit of football. As you can probably tell, I'm not particularly bulky person, and of course I get a notification on my phone. I'm not a particularly bulky person, so I was able to move fairly quickly in that circumstance. And I also used to dance, street dance. Some of you will know that already. I did street dance for a couple of years, as well as performing at a fairly high level at badminton. Again, kind of being nimble and quick tends to lend yourself to that. Now, um, about my therapy brand, I briefly described where the name came from, so that's already been discussed. Um, the brand to me means a freedom for everyone involved. I struggle sometimes to talk about my emotions, and so my entire branding is putting forward a version of me that I can control, and that the emotions don't need to come to the surface most of the time. Sometimes they still do, as I'm still human and not prone to perfection, but that is what it may be. If you ever need to contact me, as the name says, I do like helping people. Um, I'm always free to contact. I will be leaving my Discord and other various links where you can contact me in the description of this video. And a lot of my branding comes from my mask. I wear a Guy Fawkes LED mask that lights up. Most of you would see the blue one, as that's the one that is most viewed for me at the moment. Um, that is the idea of behind the mask. I can be whoever I want to be. Um, behind the mask there is a lack of identity, which is identity is something that I struggle with quite a lot. Either knowing my place in a community, knowing who I am as a person, who I am as a content creator, who I am as a professional, um, is something that I struggle with a lot, and probably something that I will talk about a fair bit on the channel. Um, but that was all fairly serious stuff. Already running to 9 minutes here, rambling on. Um, I would like to talk about future projects for a small moment. As I said earlier, I run Call of Duty Warzone tournaments. They are called Therapy Fight Club. I know, fantastic. Um, and yeah, they're kind of their tournaments. I'm currently in the process of potentially securing a sponsor for the tournaments, which means bigger and better things, of course. There is a website in the making which will smooth out some of the operations when doing the various tournaments. I'm hoping to have more videos on this YouTube channel. I'm currently working on two different videos. One for a tournament that I recently played in with some of my fairly close friends, and another of a general kind of montage of what exactly I kind of do in gaming. I play a lot of different games, and it's kind of like a mishmash of lots of different clips from different games that I'm quite proud of. Um, I am working with a merchandise company, a fairly new merchandise company, to make clothing and various miscellaneous items that hopefully you guys will be interested in. So, you know, stay tuned for that, because that's cool. And that's kind of what I wanted to talk about. This was a general introduction to me and my identity. I hope you guys now understand a little bit more about who I am as a person. Um, I may be doing like a Q&A or assumptions video later down the line, if that's something that other people would be interested in. Um, but yeah, I don't want to taint this with like a cheesy sign off, so I'm just going to say, hope you guys have enjoyed. I hope this has shed some light on therapy, and I'll see you guys next time.